So here's another boring beige box that I've shown up with from the thrift store, with one difference that I don't have yet in a computer. Oh, I haven't turned this thing on, but I'm gonna guess it's a 386, hopefully, and not a 486 because I have too many of those. But if it's a 486 or a 386 that I don't care for, I'm just gonna throw my 286 in this case because it's got a turbo button, it's got a switch. It's got everything for a 286 except for a 5¼ inch floppy. Instead it has a creative 8-speed CD-ROM, which would be more fitting than whatever my 286 has in it right now. And everybody knows that I need another boring beige box in my room, but whatever, this one's a cool one. It's kind of cheaply built though, compared to my other ones. Like, you can feel the plastic's just cheap as hell, and the buttons are not very good quality. Mine just need to be cleaned, maybe not. So I did turn this on once. I did not hear a post beep dot, but I did hear a hard drive. It appears to have, well, I'm guessing it's probably got a creative sound card of some sort, since it has that CD-ROM drive, some sort of video card, you know, probably just built-in stuff here, either that or a card. AT keyboard connector, baby AT case, all that good stuff. Well, let's plug it in and see what happens after I clean off the desk a little bit. Alright, so here we go. It's finally plugged in. Hopefully it doesn't do anything funky to my CRT monitor because I'm very protective of this thing. What do we have? A whole lot of nothing. I guess we can come to the conclusion that it's no longer functional. Let's take a look inside. For the sake of keeping this a big old surprise, let's open this with one hand and see what's in there. Probably nothing of importance. That's a big old sound card. Oh, is that an AW32? Yes! I think I hit the jackpot. 15 bucks? What the fuck is that video card? It's huge. Is that VLB? Yeah. That is a 486 for sure. It's using the 32 pin, 72 pin sims, whatever. It's got a coin cell. Let's dim this just a little bit. What the fuck? Man, was that? That's an AW32 right there. I finally have one. That is cool shit. What kind of hard drive is that? Maxter. Oh, no wonder we're having problems. And it has cache. Socket 4? Socket 3. So yeah, 486 as far as I can tell. Unless for some reason there's a 486 with a socket 3. I doubt that. There's a big old VLB card here. Has a bit of a sag. That might be the reason why it's not booting, because VLB doesn't like to work 90% of the time. I would know. This thing is a pain in the butt. So there's a shit ton of cables in there and I can't get to anything. Let me just, oh boy, let me attempt to clear this thing out. I'm currently on the quest to find out what kind of CPU this is. I'm gonna take a guess that's not a DX2, considering how big the die is. Probably like a 33. Why would you have an AW32 in such a slow computer? I could make a video on why I would never put a freaking AW in a 486. I might actually do that later. But, yeah, let's take this crap off. What do we have here is a DX266, which is your basic DX2, I suppose. Now, I wonder why this isn't working. I guess we can just start taking stuff out until it starts working. Video card. Oh boy. VLB. Oh joy, I can't wait to take a VLB card out. This is going to be fucking joy. So here's test 2 of this machine, and I took the most finicky part of this machine out, which is a Cirrus Logic VLB Super VGA or whatever VGA card of some sort. If my camera will focus, thank you. Anyway, I took that out in the sound card. Obviously I'm not going to be getting any pictures, but I want to see if it even posts. And we apparently have nothing. Apparently it's responding to the reset button. Oh. We have a RAM count. We have an error code. Yeah, I just said we don't have a keyboard, probably. So it actually works. Interesting. I didn't have to reset it first. So, I think it was complaining about how it has no video card, so we'll throw that back in and see if it does anything. Alright, here goes attempt number 3. With the video card back in, no sound card. Oh yeah, by the way, I pushed down on all the RAM sticks and reseated the CPU, pushed down the cache and all that, removable ROMs, like BIOS and all that. That might have helped because some of them were kind of creaking. They're probably working their way out over time. But this will probably be where it does not work again. And I am right. And I think I have a reason as to why. I'll probably stick the video card in the other VLB spot. Actually, it's still responding to a reset. What a finicky button. So it's the video card, like I thought. Not very surprised. I take a guess as to why this isn't working, and you might be able to see it. The video card has quite a bend to it, although I'm not sure if that's actually the real cause. Maybe it's just because it's not making connection on that connector because it's bent, or not. Maybe it's just a shitty card with a bad cap on it. Maybe not. But we're not even getting a post beep out of this thing with a card in, so must be some messed up error or something. I'm gonna throw it in the next card slot up and see if it works then. Here's test 4 with the video card in the second slot above. And my monitor's off. I don't see anything different about this. You can see a white line appear across the screen when you reset it. So it's getting some sort of signal. So, test 5. I pulled the ISA VGA card out of my 286 to see if this will work. Hopefully it doesn't get fried. Oh, monitor on. And here we go. Away. Lift off. And we have nothing. Not even reset lines or whatever the heck was going on there before. So that's strange. We will pull out more shit then, I guess. So here's 5 or 6. I can't count. I took basically oh, crappy switch. I have a fit over that thing. Took everything out except for the video card and one stick of RAM, the smallest one, which I'm guessing is the original one this computer had. They probably upgraded it since there's a weird 3 sticks of RAM in here. Here we go. Once more. It's nice and quiet. And it's gonna post. What did I take out of it? RAM? Was the RAM bad? Quite possibly. We got 4 megs of RAM. Oh, man, this boy. Alright, let's stick the RAM back in there, and, oh, well, actually, that's probably the bad shit, ain't it? That's, let's hit the RAM, we'll post with the RAM in it. Let's, do that. Here we go again. Maybe. Whoop, let's do that. Let's, grab keyboard. And there we go. I like that switch. It'll go good with my 286, and we're posting again. Is that... What the fuck? Wait a minute. What? Am I reading that right? No, that's 11. That's 12 megs of RAM. Okay, I am reading that right. Well, I guess we just wait for here. I wonder if this will have the Win BIOS in it. I really don't like that, but as we can see, our motherboard is Energy Star compliant. And obviously I can't read shit. That is 12 megabytes. That's a weird... No, it's so we got 2 4s and a 4? We have 3 4s. Yeah. Please, excuse me while I do my math class all over again. And BIOS state 1984 does not listen to reset. Okay, yes, when BIOS goody. I love it. Nothing really too out of the ordinary here. We have auto configuration. This is pretty standard shit. Antivirus. That's obviously gonna be... Okay. So AMI had their own antivirus, huh? It's not going to detect anything since I don't have the controller card in there. So apparently the controller card is the thing that didn't work. Let's give it another shot. So after fiddling around with it for a while, which was actually for a while, yeah, I think I've narrowed it down to just a RAM stick, and I got all the hardware back in here, and if it doesn't post right now, then I will know exactly what I think it is. And holy shit, there it goes. All I did was literally just like take stuff out and put it back in a different order. And sometimes it posts, sometimes it doesn't. And apparently we have Windows 95 Plus goody. I have not hooked the CD-ROM drive back up. Dang it. I should probably plug in a mouse and speakers. I'll probably be expecting those. Alright, so we got speakers, CD-ROM drive, all the good stuff hooked up. And watch this. Oh, I bet you it doesn't post, because it would. Oh, there it goes. That's good. So we have everything that we need to have this thing fully functional. This thing has L2 cache, which is kind of nice. I might have to jack it for my proper 486 after I'm done playing with it. So what I think I'm going to do with it is use the case for my 286 and use the sound card in my Pentium MMX computer, because I could use a AW32 rather than a AW64, stick some memory in it and play with different sound fonts or whatever. I think that's a thing you can do. That's the reason why there's RAM spots. So this thing will probably not complain at us, but it'll still probably be slow. Time to take a nap. Oh shit. Virus Scan 95. Oh, it's gonna be good. This thing's gonna be slow, isn't it? Oh, let me not fling my camera around. So it thinks it's January 2013, so I don't think this thing has been on for a good long while. Looks like the mouse, come on. Stop curling. Thank you. Whatever. So it's probably not been on for a long time because the RTC just doesn't want to keep up. I'm going to give it the harsh reality. This is September 22nd, I do believe. The clock's almost right. It's 2:26. Now you know when this video was recorded. So with a sound card like this, I'm guessing that whoever owned this played some video games, at least I hope. Uh-oh, we're loading stuff into memory now. Okay, it's some sort of background switcher, probably. I really don't want dizzy effects. Soft stuff, setup. You got basic wallpapers, apparently. Screensaver. Using the basic Windows 95. I don't know why I'm looking at this stuff. Doesn't run too bad on a 486, does it? Anyway. Got some plus stuff. 256 color, 800 by 600. Probably could do better, maybe. What else we got here? Word perfect. 5.1 in DOS. Oh, good. If you wanted to type some stuff, not in Windows. No, yes. Startup, self stuff, screensavers. They have apparently, they got screensavers and it makes the computers go, what the fuck is happening here? Scenic Idaho. Oh, good. I wonder if Balanced Rock is on here. Snake River, Shoshone Falls. I like this. I think I might have to find out a way to keep my Scenic Idaho. Or just find new pictures online. Good old Idaho. Snake River. You know, it'd be cool. The Twin Falls Bridge. But that's not so scenic. It's just a bridge over a big old canyon. Oh, City of Rocks. There's no Balanced Rock on here. That's dumb. Whatever. I guess my little area of Idaho is not so scenic. So it changes every day. That's kind of a cool program. And screensaver is just images. Edit sets. About. Blah. So that's a bunch of nonsense. Out of curiosity, I wonder if anybody used that. No. New folder has nothing. They probably cleared this shit out. Julia Child. I don't know about that. Space Cadet table. Oh, that's why they bought the sound card. Oh. Quick times. Quick time, not times. Got someone's mail. PC Anywhere for DOS. Oops. And it froze. Hard froze. We have some odd pixels going on here. This computer just toasted. So, I think we have some RAM issues or something. It's not coming back from this. It's fucking locked. Okay. So, I wonder. Yeah, I could have guessed it would have done that. Well, it was fun while it lasted. Apparently there's pretty much nothing on that drive anyway. Nothing that I would want to keep. So what's probably going to happen with this thing is I'm going to strip it out, put the 286 in here, and yeah, take some hardware, have fun with that. Either that or I might just stick some different RAM in there to see if that's the RAM that's causing that, although I doubt it. It's probably one of those cards causing an iffy connection. I wonder if I give this dude a jiggle. No. Not even a response with the reset switch. Well, actually, the CD drive is having a fit when I do that. Well, at least we got to see some cool scenic Idaho stuff. That's about it. If you just wanted to look at Idaho crap in low res. Also, this is probably the cheesiest case I have. The cheesiest baby HE case that I have out of all of them. Which is quite a few. That's a bright light. But, considering its styling and how cheap it is, it'd probably fit my motherboard for my 286 pretty well, considering it's made in either 92 or 93, I can't remember. But it's probably a really budget computer for the time, to be honest, so it'd probably fit a cheap-ass case like this thing, with a turbo button. So anyway, I guess that was a look at a rather finicky computer that I have no interest in trying to make work. Oh man, plastic standoffs. Ooh, do I have to? Oh god. I don't want to. Maybe I won't use this case. Unless I can somehow squeeze the screws. Man, I hate plastic standoffs. They're some cheap shit right there. I'll goof around with it some more, see if I do anything with it, and if I find anything cool on it, I'll make another video. I'm going to bed, it's late.